At 30 minutes past the hour here in Beijing, welcome back to this World News program. Let's head now to Sri Lanka for our next couple of stories. President Mahinda Rajapaksa has officially declared victory against the Tamil Tiger rebels. If so, it ends a 3-decade civil war. He spoke to Parliament a day after the military killed the last of the rebel fighters. Rajapaksa said Sri Lanka is now unified under its elected government for the first time in 30 years.
I address this session of Parliament on the historic occasion. The Sinhalese, Tamil, Muslim, Burgher, Malay and all people of our country have wanted to see a Sri Lanka free of murderous terrorism for several decades. Those hopes and expectations have been realized.
Well, after days of the military's most recent attempt to crush the Tamil Tiger rebels, it's all said now to be over. Sri Lanka is celebrating its historic victory, as Yang Yan describes.
Late on Monday, the Sri Lankan president and senior military officials held a special ceremony at the president's office in the capital Colombo to mark their victory over the Tamil Tiger rebels.
Today we have come out with victory. It's not victory against LTT, no particular nation or a particular race or a particular community. It is a victory against humanity.
The victory message also sparked mass celebrations around the country, and people poured into the streets of Colombo singing and dancing. Earlier on Monday, the military commander told the president they had won a full victory over the Tamil Tiger rebels as post-war operations were already beginning.
Some of the dead bodies we recovered during the confrontations, and it was confirmed that LTT leader's son, Charles Anthony, is dead, and we found his dead body.
The Tamil Tigers were branded a terrorist organization by the US and the European Union and were accused of recruiting child soldiers and waging hundreds of suicide attacks. The rebels began to fight for a separate homeland in the northeast in the mid-1980s. Estimates say as many as 100,000 people have died in the fighting. Yang Yan, CCTV.
Well, protests have broken out across Europe after Sri Lanka said it had crushed the Tamil Tiger rebels, killing its chief and ending 25 years of civil war. On Monday in Geneva, pro-Tamil protesters faced off against riot police, while there were calmer demonstrations in Berlin, London and Brussels. In London, thousands of British Tamils staged an emotional demonstration in front of the Parliament building. They're rejecting reports of the rebel leader's death and calling for international intervention in Sri Lanka. Meanwhile, on the other side in Colombo, more than 1,000 Sri Lankans angrily protested outside the British High Commission, accusing London of supporting the rebels.
Let's congratulate our heroes. This is one of the first messages visible on the Sri Lankan Ministry of Defence site. A link lets net users send messages to soldiers who fought against the Tamil Tiger rebels. The Tigers have recognised defeat after more than 25 years of civil war, and victory messages are flooding into official sites. This map shows that the Sri Lankan armies now control all the territory. This video posted online on the army site shows weapons seized in Tamil areas. We also see the testimony of a child soldier enlisted by the rebels and who gave himself in. The victory is also celebrated on YouTube by net users, where videos dedicated to soldiers are widely broadcast. This song praises their struggle against terrorism. But it was the announcement of the death of the Tamil Tigers' supreme leader on Monday which electrified the web. In this animation, Philippale Prabhakaran is attacked with bombs. However, on the web, optimism is not unanimous. Some express fear. This Canadian blogger stresses that the end of the war does not mean the end to problems, as the conflict has left the country divided. And videos of the many protests organized, particularly in the US and Canada, are broadcast on share sites. The aim is to denounce the conflict, compared to genocide.